Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. Now we have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. Now, let's start. Which state has won the United Nations Award for performance in non-communicable disease related to SDG? That is Sustainable Development Goals. So recently Kerala has won award in this context for its performance in controlling the non-communicable diseases. Now, if we talk about SDG, these are 17 goals. Coming back to Kerala, recently Kerala was also in news because of Puli Kali. It was also in news because of Namath Basai program. Recently, Kerala was also in news because of Human by Nature campaign. So it is a campaign of Kerala tourism. That means it is a campaign started by Kerala to promote the tourism. Recently it was in news because it won the PATA Grand Award for marketing. So that is why this Human by Nature campaign of Kerala was in news. Which country hosted the Ministerial Roundtable Dialogue on Biodiversity? So this was hosted by China. And from Indian side, our Environment Minister, Mr. Javadekar, participated in this event. Now, if we talk about biodiversity, recently European Commission started a new initiative for biodiversity protection, and it is Global Coalition for Biodiversity. Apart from that, in India, recently Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory constituted a Biodiversity Council, and this council will be headed by Mohit Gera. Jammu and Kashmir was also in news because of Sparrow Initiative. It was also in news because of Back to Village program. It was also in news because of JKI grams. So this is a grievance redressal mechanism which has been launched recently in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Prithvi 2, which was test fired by DRDO, is associated to which category of equipment? So it is a STS, that is surface to surface missile. What is the meaning of this term? Surface to surface? That means it will be launched from surface and it is going to hit the target in surface. Then there is another category, air to surface, that it will be launched from air and it is going to hit the target on the surface. Then air to air. So in this case, it will be launched from air and it is going to hit the target in the air itself. Okay, now coming back to DRDO. So DRDO is under MOD. Recently, DRDO was in news because of Dare to Dream initiative. DRDO was also in news because of Bharat drones, and these drones were provided by DRDO to Indian Army. Which country has assumed the chair of Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia in 2020? So this was chaired by Kazakhstan, and the event was also attended by our External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jaishankar. It is important to note that India is a member of the CICA since its inception, that means since its beginning in 1999. Kazakhstan was also in news as it is a part of OPEC+. What is OPEC+? See, there is Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. This is OPEC. Now, those countries which are not the members of OPEC but which export the crude oil are OPEC+ countries. So the headquarters of OPEC is in Vienna. Kazakhstan is part of OPEC+. That means it is not a member of OPEC. Now Vienna is in Austria, and recently Vienna was in news because of Vienna Convention. So this is a convention related to the protection of ozone layer. And this convention was in news recently as this year it completed 35 years. The convention was signed in 1985. And this is a convention for protection of ozone layer. Recently, World Ozone Day or International Day for Preservation of Ozone Layer was celebrated, and it was celebrated on 16th of September. Harley Davidson announced to stop manufacturing and sales in which Asian country? So this is our country, and recently Harley decided to discontinue its operations in India. Harley Davidson is American motorcycle manufacturer, and it decided to stop its manufacturing plant in Bawal. This Bawal is in Haryana. Recently, Haryana was also in news because of Parivar Pehchan Patra. So this is an initiative by Haryana government, and this will allow the portability of social security schemes. So it will be like a family identity card, and this will allow the transfer of benefits of social security schemes. Where is the headquarters of International Commission of Jurists? So it is in Geneva. Now why this commission was in news recently? It was in news because it announced that recent FCRA amendment done by India are incompatible with international law and they impose restrictions on human rights. Now, in our yesterday's lecture, we discussed FCRA amendments. So, FCRA was in news because of Golden Temple as well, as recently government approved registration of Golden Temple under FCRA. So, now Golden Temple can receive funds from foreign. So, as for FCRA amendment, three major clauses are: first is Aadhaar is mandatory for foreign funding. Second is that sub-granting will not be allowed. That means one person who received foreign donation cannot transfer this money to another FCRA registered person or entity. And third is there is a limit on administrative expenses, and this limit was 50% earlier. Now it is 20%. So this limit was reduced. Sri Lanka has recently suspended light rail project worth 1.5 billion USD. Now the question is, this project was supposed to be funded by which country? So this was to be funded by Japan. However, Sri Lanka recently terminated this project. Now Sri Lanka was also in news because of currency swap agreement, and recently RBI signed this agreement with Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka was also in news because of its new constitution, as the country is planning a new constitution. Now coming back to Japan. Japan was in news as Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe resigned recently. Now answer in comment box, who is the new Prime Minister of Japan? Japan was also in news because of Abenomics. Answer in comment box, what is Abenomics? Apart from that, Japan was also in news because of SCRI and 2+2 dialogue. Who has been appointed as a life trustee of India International Center, that is IIC, to fill the vacancy created by Dr. Kapila Vatsyayan. So, Mr. Gopal Krishna Gandhi has been appointed as the life trustee of IIC, that is India International Center, and this center is in New Delhi. Mr. Gopal Krishna Gandhi is the grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, and he had served as the governor of West Bengal from 2004 to 2009. On which day the World Pharmacist Day is celebrated. So it was celebrated on 25th of September. And the theme of this year was Transforming Global Health. So 25th of September was World Pharmacist Day, while 24th of September was World Maritime Day. And the theme of this year's World Maritime Day was Sustainable Shipping for a Sustainable Planet. It is important to note that the headquarters of IMO, that is International Maritime Organization, is in London, and it is in UK. Recently UK was in news because of D10 group. It was also in news as it is going to be the host of COP26. This is related to UNFCCC. Last COP, that means COP25, that is Conference of Parties number 25, held in Spain in Madrid. It held under the presidency of Chile government, and this COP26 is going to be in Glasgow, under which national scheme the central government has recently sanctioned electric buses to different states and union territories. Now again, here you need not remember these numbers and you do not need to remember these names of states as well. But you should be aware about the scheme under which these were sanctioned. So the name of scheme is FAME, that is Faster Adoption and Manufacturing of Electric Vehicles. So this is a scheme named FAME. This is related to electric vehicles, and this FAME scheme is implemented by Ministry of Heavy Industries. Please remember that this is not a scheme by Ministry of Road Transport. Now, if we talk about electric service or electric vehicles, recently India's first intercity electric bus service was started between Mumbai and Pune. Apart from that, recently India's first public electric vehicle charging plaza was launched in Delhi. Recently, Delhi was also in news as it launched its new electric vehicle policy. And this new charging plaza for electric vehicles was launched at Chelmsford Club in New Delhi. Yoga break protocol, which is in news recently, pertains to which union ministry? So it is an initiative of Ministry of Ayush. So this is a 5-minute protocol intended to introduce yoga to take a break from the work schedule. So this is why break, that is yoga break. That means whenever you are working, you should take some break, and in that break you should practice yoga. So this will help in de-stressing, and this is an initiative of Ministry of Ayush. Now every year on 21st of June, International Yoga Day is celebrated. Apart from that, yoga is included in the list of UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of India, and this was included in this list in 2016. RBI has recently given in principle approval for setting up Bharat Bill Payment Operating Unit to which organization? So the name of this organization is Vakrangi, and recently RBI gave in principle approval for setting up BBPOU. Now recently RBI was also in news because of various other initiatives. First is Operation Twist. Now in this context, please answer what is open market operations. RBI was also in news because of Kamath Committee. A detailed video about this topic is already uploaded on Civils Academy. You can check that. Now Mr. Kamath was the president of New Development Bank. This is a bank of BRICS countries, and the new president of this New Development Bank is Marcos Trozo, and he is from Brazil. Recently RBI was also in news because of PSL norms, that is Priority Sector Lending norms, and recently RBI provided PSL status to startups. So these were the most important questions. Now we are going to cover important news. So first news is related to Program for Clinical Trial Research. So this is a program which has been started by DBT. What is DBT? It is Department of Biotechnology, and it has launched this program for strengthening clinical trial research in the neighboring countries. So this program is for our neighboring countries and for other middle income countries. What is the objective of this program? Objective is to build the capacities for COVID-19 vaccine trials. So for this purpose, DBT is going to collaborate with MEA. What is MEA? It is Ministry of External Affairs. Next is Ismail Toroama. So recently, Ismail Toroama has been elected as the new president of Bougainville, and it is an autonomous region of Papua New Guinea. It is important to note that last year, Bougainville voted to separate from Papua New Guinea, and therefore it was first such election after that vote of separation. Next is Trade and Development Report 2020. So this is a report by UNCTAD. UNCTAD stands for United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. And as per that, India's economy is going to contract by 5.9% in this year. Please remember, it is about contraction. That means growth is going to be negative. And next year, Indian economy is expected to grow by 3.9%. Now, coming back to UNCTAD. So UNCTAD is United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. The headquarters is in Geneva. Geneva is in Switzerland. Next is COVID layer. So Google Map will now show the hotspot of COVID-19, and this will be shown through a new feature of Google, and it is known as COVID layer. Next is SDRF. So at national level we have NDRF, at state level we have SDRF. Now why SDRF was in news recently? Because the limit in SDRF has increased from 35% to 50%. What does that mean? It means now state governments can use 50% of SDRF to manage this pandemic situation. Previously, this limit was 35%. So suppose in their SDRF, that means in their state disaster fund, if they have 100 rupees, they can spend up to 50 rupee for the management of this pandemic situation. Next is Safe Pay. So this is an initiative of IDFC. So recently IDFC Bank launched Safe Pay. It is a digital payment facility, and it allows the debit card payments with the help of NFC enabled POS terminal. What is POS? It is point of sale. So this is the device which merchant have for payments. What is NFC? It is near field communications. So when you will take your debit card near this NFC enabled POS, then you can transfer the money without contact. So it is contactless debit card transfer with the help of this near field communication. And the Safe Pay is first such initiative by any bank. Next is Tech Mahindra LTO Star. So recently Tech Mahindra sold its stakes in LTO Star Networks. Now this LTO Star is a US based entity and Tech Mahindra sold its stakes to Rakuten. Next is Shivangi Singh. So recently she was in news as Flight Lieutenant Shivangi Singh is set to become first women fighter pilot to fly Rafale aircraft. Recently India purchased these aircraft from France. Next is Tadej Pogacar. So recently Tadej Pogacar won the Tour de France event and this is a cycling tournament and Tadej Pogacar is from Slovenia and he is the first rider from Slovenia to win this Tour de France event. Next is A.K. Dixit. So recently A.K. Dixit has been appointed as new administrator of PMC Bank. What is PMC? It is Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. Next is Emmy Award. So recently these awards were in news. So these awards are related to television industry. Now again, for different categories, different nominations are there, but it will not be easy to remember so many names. So just check the prominent ones. Next is Time Magazine. So recently Time Magazine has released Time 100 Most Influential People list. And in this list, our Prime Minister is the only politician. And he has been named in this list for the 4th time. Apart from him, few other Indian personalities were also mentioned in this list of influential people by Time Magazine. And these are Professor Ravindra Gupta, Ayushman Khurrana, Bilkis Dadi from Shaheen Bagh, and 4th one is our Prime Minister. Next is Khushi Chindalia. So recently she has been appointed as a regional ambassador for India by UNEP, that is United Nations Environment Programme. The headquarters of UNEP is in Nairobi in Kenya. Next is Dean Jones. So former Australian cricketer Dean Jones passed away recently. Apart from him, recently Suresh Angadi passed away. He was the Minister of State for Railways and he became the first Union Minister to die because of coronavirus. And he was a Lok Sabha MP from Belgavi constituency of Karnataka. In addition to him, recently Bollywood actor Bhupesh Pandya passed away. And next is CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board. So recently CPCB was in news as on 23rd of September it celebrated its 46th Foundation Day. It is important to note that CPCB is a statutory body. It is under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Recently it was in news as it collaborated with Bhopal Municipal Corporation for India's first e-waste clinic. And this India's first e-waste clinic is in Bhopal and Bhopal is in Madhya Pradesh. So these were the most important events of today's video. Now homework. So first please read about Doctrine of Colorable Legislation. This was in news because of 3 farmers bills. Second is please read about MSP. This was also in news because of those same bills. And third one is Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, that is UAPA. So this was in news because of arrest of Umar Khalid. So please read the major points of these topics. Thank you and that's all for the day.